And welcome back to Who Would Win? Who Would Win? Sorry, 1 week off. Welcome back to the week of What If, and today's What If is a continuation of What If Goku was born with God Ki. Part 6, I believe we're on. So, last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If Goku had been born with God Ki? Goku and the gang had taken on the androids and kicked their sorry cans, figuratively and literally. However, awakening 1718 proved to be quite fruitful as they gained new allies. Of course, a quick spar had revealed their strength and revealed Goku's new form, Super Saiyan Primal. Meanwhile, Cell was swiftly taken care of by Kami himself. Now everything pretty much is worked out. Now we're basically in that 7-year time gap. What happens in that 7-year time gap between Cell Saga, Android Saga, and the Buu Saga? Well, Hercule's still the champion because I don't think Goku really competes in the martial arts tournaments anymore that much. But in terms of his training, he pretty much is. He's sitting well right now. Like, he's hit Super Saiyan 2 he has. I don't think at this point he has any inkling to try to hit Super Saiyan 3 because he has Super Saiyan 4/Primal. He obviously has Super Saiyan God, and I do think he has Super Saiyan Blue at this point as well. Now, if anything, he'll probably try to strengthen his Super Saiyan Blue form. Maybe like hit a Super Saiyan Blue 2 or something like that. Now, the question quickly becomes, would that even be possible? Well, we know Vegeta was able to evolve his Super Saiyan Blue form past its usual. Like, evolve Super Saiyan Blue is what it was, as it's called to. I preferred Royal Blue. That was just a better name, ultimately. But so we know it's possible to evolve your Super Saiyan Blue powers past their base Super Saiyan Blue. Now, would you have called that? It's called Evolved Super Saiyan Blue. Would you call that Super Saiyan Blue 2? No, because it doesn't have the same kind of design. Like, because Super Saiyan Blue versus Super Saiyan God maximizes your ki control, which is why when you see Goku go into those forms, like saying that the filler episodes with him recruiting people for Tournament of Power, him going to Super Saiyan Blue actually is a means of controlling his power. Hence why he said he didn't want to accidentally kill 17. That's why he immediately went to Blue. In the manga, which is not canon, but still kind of shows us an idea of what would happen, he actually went Super Saiyan 3 and pretty much was overwhelming 17 at that point. So that's kind of how that works. So Super Saiyan Blue 2, I think, would be possible. To extend it to like a Super Saiyan 3 equivalent of Super Saiyan Blue, that I don't think would work. Just because you're doing something that works with perfect ki control versus something that's using maximum ki output. Now, that being said, to work maybe a type of form that at least looks like Super Saiyan Blue 3 or whatever, maybe, but that's down the road if I go that route. Plus, I haven't combined Super Saiyan 4 with Super Saiyan God Ki yet, so... And at this moment, I don't think he's done that. Let's be very clear. I don't think he's done that. Because that is essentially a completely separate form of Super Saiyan altogether. It's technically a easier form while also being a more, having more power to it than that. It's weird. It's harsher but easier on the body all at once. Like, it's easier on it than Super Saiyan 3 is, but it'd be harsher on it than something like Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2. So it's kind of odd. So, but he's probably been like putting thoughts into it like that. Meanwhile, Goten's been born. Now, Gohan is around in this. And I think Gohan does train every now and then with his dad. It helps, bonding and all that. But Gohan isn't in high school. Remember, Gohan's younger in this version than he is in the original canon. So he's probably, I think he was I put him at about 2 years younger. So instead of like the 16-year-old Gohan we get in the original, we have a 14-year-old Gohan. Or about 14, going into middle school. So Videl is actually older, so you're actually not going to probably see. Well, you might. I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, hell, it's fine. But older women can date younger men. It's not impossible, I guess. I believe Gohan was he 17 or 16? Give me 1 second. How old was Gohan during that? Because I want to say he was 16, just going into high school. Gohan. But then again. Japan is kind of odd. Like you need to apply for good high schools and stuff like that. Whereas in, America, you can kind of just roll. Let's see, ages. Let's see, do I have an age here? That's date of birth. That's all well and good. But that doesn't give me. Let's see here. Uh, biography. Give me Boo Saga Gohan real quick here. Alrighty then. So after Gohan lives at home with his mom, and 7 years after the events. If I remember, no wait, hold on, no, he'd be 18. That's right, he'd be 18 because he was around 11 years old by the time. Sorry, I completely. Yeah, he was around 11 by the time, physically anyway. Technically, that's the thing. He spent a year in a hyperbolic time chamber, so he's actually technically older than what he actually is. Um, but like chronologically, he's actually not. I mean, he technically is older. So I mean, yeah, he's 11, so he's actually 18. So he's actually 16 in this version. Okay, sorry, I had to get that right. Point being, though, I do think he at least has Super Saiyan. Same with Goten. They both have Super Saiyan. They both know how to fly. Both are nothing compared to their. Well, Gohan's nothing compared to his canon counterpart. And I think it's that Go. Here's the thing. I know a lot of people would want me to give them God Key right off the bat. Like, would they be born with it or something? No, because you can't be born with God Key. You can be born with Divine Key, like if you're an angel or some kind of being like that. But God Key is something kind of. So, like, God instructions aren't born, they're made. Super Saiyan God is not born, it was made. So now, again, it's something that they could learn, but they're way too young, and I doubt Whis or Goku or Kami would agree to that. Speaking of which, Kami, again, doing his thing, strengthening himself, continuing to, expand his horizons. I think Whis, here's the thing, Whis, despite what you may think, does have to, maintain Beerus's planet, make sure he doesn't, like, blow stuff up. So he can't just venture down all the, like, he was hanging around Earth for a while in Super, but he did have to go back after certain points. So I think he stops by maybe like once for a few days a year. So there have been times and sometimes he doesn't even train Goku. I think Goku at this point is like, I'm getting pretty strong, and he remarks, look at my forehead. Look at my forehead. Am I going bald? No, I've actually always had a really high widow speak. I'm Vegeta right now. Look at my massive widow speak. No, I've always had that. So I'm not. I don't think baldness runs in my family. But weird side topic. Even if it did, I'm not worried about going bald anytime soon. I usually wear my hair pretty short. It's grown out. I haven't gotten a haircut yet. Anyway, I digress. Back at the plot. Put it on a shirt. What was that? The April Fool's Dragon Ball Z abridges, where actually Digimon abridges, like, or Puppetmon, like, put it on a shirt, voiced by Krillin. What? Put it on a shirt. I've had people actually say that too. Like, if I made merchandise, that would have to be one of the ones I do. Back at the plot, I couldn't just say. Well, I guess I could just do the saying on there if I ever did make that shirt. But at the same time, I'd like if something going on in the background, like something, oh God, and then back at the plot. Anyway, again, I digress. So Whis probably shows up every now and then. Also, I think Vegeta and Raditz would pop in just to make sure, the status of their relationship with Kakarot and Earth. And I do believe they would be training. Like, they would both probably, within 7 years, have both Super Saiyan. And Vegeta would definitely have Super Saiyan 2. Raditz, I think, would be near the cusp of it. But they also would know that they still couldn't match up to Goku. They just know he's just too strong for him. And weirdly enough, it's a weird thing that I think Vegeta has a weird acceptance of this. Like, but because he knows, part of him knows he'll never be able to surpass Goku. But at the same time, it gives him something to strive for. It gives him something that means he never has to get complacent with his power. He will continue to go stronger. And he's actually, in his own weird way, and he even says this, thankful to Goku for that. Also, just for fun, they're not going to, I don't think they'll find Avampa, but I don't know, I can't remember what planet he lives on. Tarble! I'm going to say they find Tarble and his wife. So there's 3 Saiyans now. And Tarble, I think we'll get some training. I don't think Tarble, at least right now, will get Super Saiyan, but at some point he might. But that being said, they come in Earth and like stay for a few days, kind of like Whis does. Not at the same time. In fact, I don't think they've ever met Whis. And they even say, they just, make decent with, just say, we're on good terms. Like, we're on good terms. So it's fine. All right, good. what are you looking at, Earthwoman? Well, you keep coming here all the time, and like, what are you doing here? I was like, what do you mean, what are we doing? Well, making sure our peace treaty and our agreement is still intact. We don't want war with your world or anything like that. Well, maybe you shouldn't be such a dick. What did you say? And it even goes like, Bulma, why are you attacking? Because I'm sick and tired of them mooching. I just wanted a bit of Krillin there. It's like, mooching? How dare you? We're doing nothing but being hospitable for a change. So, and trust us, this isn't easy. Trust me, this isn't easy. Our race was conquerors of worlds, proud warriors. You know what it's like to have to rein yourself in? Oh, I thought. So, oddly enough, Vegeta and Bulma end up hooking up anyway. Now, it wouldn't be like right there and there. But through the couple of instances they have, eventually Bulma is like, she finds she kind of misses him. It's like, what am I missing? I get Yamcha, even though he's kind of a layabout. Yeah, he's got a successful baseball career, but he at least has confidence in himself and all that. And, so after a while, they end up hooking up. And yes, Trunks is bored. Now Trunks is far younger in this version. He's probably like 5, maybe 4. So yeah, and it's like, wait, and then he finds out about it. Wait. I have a son with the Earth Woman. I don't know what to say. And then, he goes back and actually visits them again. So you are my son. You are my blood. And the blood of the Saiyan race will continue on. And say, Raditz, you should find yourself a woman. It's like, well, I almost went to nap with that. What? I haven't really considered it. There's plenty of Earth women on this planet to, consider. And look, even my brother Tobble has a wife. By the way, this is my brother Tobble. Hello! That's basically it. So, yeah, it's kind of odd. Vegeta actually tries to, impart some wisdom. I will be back here and support him. When he's old enough, I shall train the boy myself. It's like, well, yeah, you keep whenever you want to. So you could just stick around. I have an empire to run, woman. God. Well, maybe we could go to space with you. So, would you want to? I was like, well, no, I'm more I can see. Well, maybe we should just go into space with you for a while. Well, maybe you should. Maybe we will. Great. Why are we yelling? We're agreeing. I don't know. It just seems to be how we are. And then he will come. You just kind of make out for a moment. And then it's, it's like, it's that kind of like, that hard-headed woman that attracts Saiyans. For a brief moment, they're just like, oh, God, yeah, that's why we were attracted to each other. And they just kind of, well, she's still got little trunks in her hand, kind of just really kind of go at it for a second. And then he goes, oh, and Goku and, Kami's even there. I think Kami shows up every once in a while. But everyone, Krillin's like, oh, wow. And I thought we got hot and heavy, babe. 18's there. Yeah, so 18, there were a couple at this point, probably. I think, not out loud. And say, oh, come on, babe. We want to say, Krillin, you say it one more time, and there won't be anything ever again. It's like, sorry. And she's probably not I don't know how old Marin was. But maybe she's like only a couple months pregnant at this point. But yeah. And she's even kind of blushing all of us like, yeah, so we go at it too. Hot and heavy, whatever. Anyway, so that's kind of what the regality of it is. Regality? Regular nature of the relationships is going on right now. So move over to the actual tournament, like when that happens. I'll be honest. Vegeta and Raditz kind of show up, and they're probably in communication thanks to Bulma at that point. I don't think any of them actually show up, only because at this point Goku and the others really haven't had any reason to show up at the tournament. Like they haven't been participating in any of the other martial arts tournaments. Mr. Satan's been, just fine. Hercule Satan's been doing just fine, being the martial arts champion. Now, Shin and Kibito are still there, though, and they're still looking around. Videl signs up, and, she gets her ass handed to her. Luckily, again, I don't think she dies, but here's they don't get Gohan. They don't get anyone, really, is the problem. They just are stealing energy, and Shin and Kibito, in fact, I think what would happen is they weren't strong enough to take on Kibito or Shin at all. So, I think actually what happens is They successfully are led to the ship, and then they take out, and then, of course, Yamato and Spopovich get taken out by Babidi on their own. And, they still steal some energy, definitely, but it's not really a lot. Like, I think I remember what Boo was at before. Let's just say he's at 15% at best. And then, they blows him up. Yeah, so Shin and Kibito, go in to take him on. And this is where Shin was being a dumbass. He's lucky Goku and Vegeta and Gohan were there. Because he was no match for Deborah. Kibito and, him and... basically, they infiltrate the ship. Now, with Shin and Kibito... Now, here's the thing. Deborah being on the planet does raise some, not issues, but a question. It's not like anyone was sensing Deborah's power when he was there prior. And Deborah is said to be as strong as Perfect Cell was. So they should be able to sense him. What was likely going on is he was suppressing his energy. However, Kami, being around for this, picks up on this, and he's sensing the demonic nature. Because remember, King Piccolo technically was a demon. Even though he really wasn't a Namekian, he was technically a demon. So he can sense it, and he picks up on it and he's also picking up on Shin and Kibito's energy as well. It's like, what are they doing? So he's just kind of focusing in on it for a while. It's like, should I alert Goku and the others? I'll contact him if things get rough. But basically, just they're about to go in and it just appears behind them. And, he leaves the staff and everything back at the lookout, and basically his Piccolo, he's kind of dressed as Piccolo when he's training. Get the garbs. May I ask what you're doing here? You must be Kami. You are, Kami, yes. You're the guardian of this planet, aren't you? Yes, sorry, we should have alerted you earlier. But there are several strong fighters here. We just felt we could handle the situation. What is the situation at hand? We don't have much time to say. You're trespassing on my planet, Kai. No, I don't mean to be rude, but you are trespassing on my planet, which means you're either here benevolently, which I doubt given the situation, or you're here doing something that could endanger my world. So I would appreciate a little cooperation in telling me what's going on. And it's like, well, you see, and then he briefly explains to her, I see, so the demon Majin Buu. I don't know of him particularly. He must have been sealed long before my time. And so they go in. It's like, so Supreme Kai has brought brought Kibito. Ooh, and a little green friend. How good this would be. Deborah, would you like to introduce him? I have a better idea, my lord. Why don't we open the door for them? After all, the energy will gather through the minions fighting them. Pui Pui and Yakon are itching for a fight, and the energy we gather would be most beneficial for Majin. Beautiful, Deborah. Oh, that's why I love your wicked sense of planning. So obviously Pui Pui is there. Yakon will be there. So Pui Pui's up first. Like, if you want to come and meet us, Supreme Kai, all you have to do is get through my minions. Yes. And at this point in his life, I would put that Kami's base power is probably something it's nowhere near as powerful as Piccolo's was, but I'm gonna say around half that, and half that I do believe would be more than enough to take on Pui Pui. And so he comes in and just says, so who's getting this? Who's getting the tall-headed alien? Or you know what? Well, maybe at some point Popo brought movies like to the look as so who's getting the Ridley Scott knockoff? Ridley Scott? What? I'm afraid I don't understand. Oh, it's a director. It's a man who directs movies on this planet. He's quite good, actually. He's one of my favorites of his is one called The Martian. It's actually quite entertaining. But he did a movie where there was an alien and things along those lines. He had a head similar to. So that's what. Stop ignoring me! And then he just swings at Kami, who was the one who kind of made that joke. I think Kami regaining his youth. I think has regained a bit of his cocky, not super cocky nature, but a bit of, jokingness. Kind of a little bit of the abridged Kami in there. But again, being, so old as he is, he's a lot wiser, and he's pretty mature and knows when to, not to fool around. So he just grabs Pui Pui's hand. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. We weren't ignoring you. Come again, what were you saying? And then, Kami just goes in, toe-to-toe with him, and just boom, boom, Supreme Kai. And it's like, got him, boom. Yeah, that's the thing. This isn't going to be like a one-on-one fight with Vegeta and Goku and Gohan because they're Saiyans. No, they'll work together. Next is Yakon, and at first, it's like, there's no light in him. And then, he dodges Yakon's like, how is he? And then he's just listening with his ears because sensitive hearing. I do have one way to see you, monster. And then, he just goes briefly into his divine key. And just, boom, just using energy, like, just smashes Yakon into the ceiling. What is this power? I've never seen anything like. And even DeBoer's like, I don't understand. This can't be. What, DeBoer? Do you know what he's doing? There's no way he could be a god. What do you mean, a god, DeBoer? I'm from the demon realm. And we've had a long-standing feud and rivalry with those from the angelic realms. It can't, but his key is very similar to that of a divine being. Too much coming again, just blast through. All right, let's get down to business. And he just, I've had enough of this fighting. And then he just crashes through. He'll be at the bottom, correct? Correct. And then he just smashes. He's smashing right through the. I will not allow you to unleash this beast upon my planet. Well, you don't have much of a choice there, Green Man, because the energy you gave was quite fulfilling. We've gotten Boo almost up to 30%. I believe. And now, Deborah, if you'd be so kind. Yes, Lord. Yes, my master. Now, Deborah still has a couple tricks. He has a spit. Yeah, you may be powerful, and I do sense the power of the divine, but you seem like a novice compared to some of the others I've met in my time. So now you'll know the true fury of the Demon King, Deborah! And he's like, look out! Kami, look out! And then poo, and then Kami just... Oh. Yeah, did you really think that would work? Were you trying to spit on me? That's disgusting. And he just pulls out the sword. Because he can pretty much pull that spear against Boo. I think he can pull out a sword. And just it's like, nope. And again, I will not let a demon threaten my planet again. And just blast him away. It's like, you, I'd like to see you get through this, Green Man. What are you going to do? And then he just, again, divine, he just, what were you saying? And then the Supreme Kai, he's all yours. Thank you, Kami. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything. I appreciate all your help. And then he basically just, here's the thing. Would Shin have actually, killed him if Boo had not been awoken? I would like to think yes, because he knows the dangers Boo's possessed, but with Boo not being awoken, that danger is severely mitigated. So, and Shin this whole time is just shocked because as much as he's afraid of Boo, he realizes even if Boo's awoken, this guy could easily take out Majin Buu. So, and again, I will always say Kami's probably around half as strong as Goku. In this series, just because Goku's been born with it, he's had more time to really, he's had enough time to practice with it more. Kami is much older and wiser, so he has a much better degree of control, but it's not the same type of power. It took him longer to achieve it. So ultimately, he stops to take out Babidi, and it's like, so what should we do with this? Well, we should destroy it, but Boo's never actually truly ever been destroyed. Kami's analyzing it. I believe a sufficient enough blast could do the trick. And even for release him, his power, according to this, is only at 30%. And Shin's like, that is true. And then, Kami just, again, divine key, just breaks it up and, Boo! Boo not feel very well. Boo! And then, tries to play with him, but unfortunately, Kami's just, nope. And even Shin and Kibito at this point with 30%, they're enough that they can probably at least put up a fight against Boo, like a relatively decent one. And then it's like, goodbye, monster. Let you never threaten the world again. And then, boom. Meanwhile, at this point, Goku finally arrives, and he's already in God mode. And then, again, Shin's just like, what is this? Another god? And Kami, sorry, it took me so long. We were away, spending time with the family. I sensed you going to God. What's going on? Oh, Goku, yes. Sorry, Well, I felt I could handle the situation on my own, and I did. But and then he briefly explained it. Oh wow, I would have loved to have a chance to have to fight those guys. You would have made mincemeat of them, Goku. It would not have been a real challenge to you. Oh man, darn it! And a couple of the other ones, even Vegeta and Rad's like, what's going on? It's like, oh, it's nothing. It's like, God darn it, I would have liked to fight him. Us too, and blah 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 blah. So I was like, and Shin's just flabbergasted. Right? He's like, who are these people? I do not know, Lord Supreme Kai. So he's like, oh, we thank you for your help, Kami. Of course, it was my pleasure. And so they kind of go, they go their separate ways. But Shin again gives one last look, not just Kami, but at Goku as well. There's another being with divine ki just randomly showed up. Just it's like the Lord Beerus may be very may not like to hear about this. And see, that's where we're going to end off with basically the Boo Saga is completely not happening. So ultimately, that's where we're going to end off. We're going into Super in the next video, so keep your eye out for that. That next part will be out on, when is it coming out this week? Coming out on Sunday. So keep your eyes out for that. Thanks for watching, though. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. And ideas for Win Star, Super Magic, what if, anything to do in the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll be honest, I'm not certain if I'm gonna go see Ready or not, or if I'm maybe just gonna go out and spend some time with my girlfriend, or my friend and girlfriend. Spend time with them, because I don't know. I'm not feeling the movie. I'm just kind of not in the mood at the moment. There's just nothing I'm really interested in seeing. And I do have to see a movie at least once a week to make reviewing kind of relevant. But at the same time, I don't know. I'll probably end up seeing it, but if it's not tonight, it'll be like later over the weekend. I digress, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Later, folks.